in Your Business with me, your host, Kayleigh Bain, where we talk about the stories of really cool businesses around Raleigh and the Triangle. And today, I'm very excited because we are in a co-working space of a local entrepreneur, and I'm going to have her introduce herself and her business name. So hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I am Hilaire Martin, the founder and creative visionary of Raleigh WorkUp.
And if you forget how to say her name, it's like hilarious.
There you go. Yep.
And that'll forever stick with me. I was
Yes.
like, I love that. So Raleigh WorkUp, it is a local co-working space. This is technically Raleigh.
Yes.
Yes. Not technically. This is Raleigh.
Yes.
Like,
This is Raleigh.
I'm just like, where are we right now? I've been all over today, so I'm like, where am I right now? I don't know. I live like right up the road though, so it's like so conveniently close and easy to get to.
Yes, that was key for me in this new location for us. We used to be near the Carter Finley football stadium and about 2 miles away from here.
Mm-hmm.
And we just moved into this new space in April. But, you know, as I was looking for the next big space for us, being within a 2 mile radius, kind of on this side of the county,
Mm-hmm.
you know, easy to get to North Raleigh, South Raleigh, get on the interstate. We're in a very good location. So, and I also say too, you either know you're from Raleigh or like you're a transplant when you say, I'm near where the old Kmart used to be on Western. And people are like, oh wait, I don't know where that is, or I do know where that is.
There's someone, we did an event together last week, and someone was like, where is that? I'm like, do you know where the old Kmart was? And they're just like, I was just like, you're from here.
Yes.
Like, I'm not, but
Yeah.
I pass by it all the time.
Yes.
And they
yes.
said they took the Kmart sign down. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
R.I.P.
I know. Maybe they should like bring it back with like a retro K on the side of the building. That would be so cool.
That would actually be really cool. You should go pitch that idea to the
I know.
Mystic Golf. Can we just like keep this?
I know, right?
People know this place.
Yes.
That's actually so funny. I forgot about that. Because are you from here?
I'm born and raised, yes. From here.
You're a rare one.
I am rare.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so tell me, how did you get to have this?
Well, so I was born into the interior design industry. My mother is an interior designer here in the Raleigh area, 45 plus year career. And, you know, I grew up knowing it, right? Like going to job sites as a little girl, holding her tape measure, you know, being at her office and looking at fabrics and helping organize fabrics. And so I was around that my whole life. And professionally, I joined the industry and came into the industry in 2008 when I graduated. I went to Elon University, not too far, exit 140 off that interstate. But
Texas like an hour and then some a little?
a few minutes, yeah. An hour away. Lovely school, proud alumni from there. And then, you know, just came back and jumped right into building her social media. At the time it was blogging, you know, working with her. So I was with her for about 15, 16 years. And then I was at a crossroads really a couple years ago of trying to figure out, you know, I've always been around entrepreneurship my whole life. My mom, obviously entrepreneur, my dad, an entrepreneur, my husband's an entrepreneur, everybody I know, right, around surrounding me. So I knew it was in my DNA and my heart to do something myself. And I truly wanted to start. I have another business, which is my consulting firm. It's called 4E and Company.
Oh, cool.
And I wanted to start that, get that off the ground running. I had this idea for Raleigh WorkUp, but again, wanted to like focus on that consulting, right? And I had some good friends in the industry. In the industry I'm speaking about is the luxury home build industry, with interior designers, builders, architects, and contractors locally here. And I had some good friends, and I shared this idea about this niche co-working space, and they said, you know, I think you should try it. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, see what happens. You know, I'm all about supporting the entrepreneur wherever they're at in their career. Yes, the facility for Raleigh WorkUp, but also wanting people to succeed. And what does it take, you know, to be surrounded by people who really encourage and want you to succeed too, right? Because to me, that's contagious and infectious, being around that positivity. And so they were like, just try, just see what happens with Raleigh WorkUp. WorkUp. And so Raleigh WorkUp was founded in October, actually Halloween. We moved in, 23. And we haven't looked back since. I mean, it's just been a wonderful journey. It's a journey of building upon this community, building it, strengthening it, continuing to deepen the relationships. And truly, if, I come from the belief that if you succeed, I'm going to succeed, right? Community over competition, like all those, as much as we oftentimes think those are like cliche terms or like, this and that, like at the same time, like literally this co-working space is heart-led. Like it is truly my heart and my passion. And I love seeing designers come in here, developers, contractors, just utilizing the space really for what it's meant for. And it's for them to succeed. So
yeah, and the space is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
My God. I am literally, I'm not good at, I know I'm good at a good amount of things. I am not good at fashion and interior design. Not at all. And I know that, and it is okay.
Yes, like, we all have our strong suits.
Right, and just those two are not mine. And it's really okay. But I really, really appreciate when I meet someone, I'm like you're like really good at that. I was like, this place is gorgeous.
Thank you.
The lamps alone are beautiful.
Well, when anyone walks into Raleigh WorkUp, we want them to feel refreshed, comforted. The space is in the black, the white, the creams, the neutrals, because truly designers and even builders, contractors, they work in color oftentimes. And so I wanted the space to not exude anything other than comfortability, refreshed, relaxed. Sure, there's some great fun pops of color here and there in the space, in the cafe or on artwork, but I truly, truly want them to have essentially a blank canvas to do their work.
It does feel like a spa for like an interior designer.
Yeah,
like, I mean, and my OCD and just I'm like, oh, it's so clean and it's so like fresh looking and it's like when you make like a new bed with new sheets, like it's just like
it's
so
crisp and clean. Yes.
That's what the place reminds me of.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And the other thing too that oftentimes in the space I don't highlight enough is that all the lighting in the open area where the designers are pulling fabrics and samples and working with their design schemes and presentations is all CR90 lighting. That means the most color accurate rendering of what you are looking at. And that is a huge selling point, not just for me and obviously getting people in the door, but also for designers when they're looking at stuff, they're looking at the bluest blue of that fabric, or like, that green paint color is like the most accurate that it will be, because sometimes lighting varies depending on the hues and the all the fancy things that designers,
no matter how cool or warm it is,
exactly.
It totally changes the color of something for sure.
Exactly. And so that was important to me when we were building this space. So we had a bit of an upfit before we got in here, and being sure the lighting was right is very important. All designers and builders can relate to that.
Yeah. So I went to school for art, so I do a lot of painting. I haven't done it in a couple of years, but I love painting. And I mean, that's a big thing is like when your light is off, like the color is totally different.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. Because like I remember I was painting a magnolia. It's the background. I was like, do I keep it white or do I go dark? And I went dark. And so in my house, it was a darker lighting. And I was like, okay, it's like a really dark blue. It's going to look great. Sure. It's like a dark green, totally different. I'm like, that's not what I wanted to look. I was a little bit sad, but now it just, it lives at my desk. But but like a little change in the color of your lighting totally changes everything.
1,000%. And there's floor to ceiling, as you saw last week here in the space, like floor to ceiling windows, a lot of natural light. So I'm grateful for this space.
Yes. And so then walk us through the main section, how you have like fabric. So explain what all that is out there.
Sure. So Raleigh WorkUp has many different service offerings. And that was important to me. I worked with a co-working consultant that really helped me envision this Raleigh WorkUp 2.0, if you will, and, it truly be more indicative of co-working, right? My first space, I consider it the incubator, the test run. And so there are 3 different conference rooms available for folks to rent. There's also a full resource library. in this resource library, whether you are just starting in your career or you are a veteran, you have, you've got a team of 2-3 folks, you can utilize the samples here. You don't have to order through me. There's no procurement of ordering on behalf of anyone. And so the resources are an extension of opportunity, really. And so there's wallpaper books, there's fabric samples, there's finish samples, bedding samples, carpet samples, all kinds of things that designers utilize for presentations. So it's right at their fingertips. And then we have private offices. We have an open area divided in zones for day passers, for folks that are just wanting to have a quick bite to eat, sit down and hang out, front area space so that they can roll out rugs and samples and work on their projects. So truly a multi-purpose space. And then, we have co-warehousing here as well, which is very popular right now in the co-working industry. We have in the works, as you know, like a podcast room, which I'm loving sort of developing. And so really, truly event space. I mean, multi-purpose for Raleigh WorkUp.
It's so cool. Like there's so much here and I'm like in love with it. So I know it's more for like interior designers, but like someone's not an interior designer, but they just want a space to go work.
Absolutely.
Is it like for everybody?
I mean, absolutely. Look, my door is always open. If there is a woman entrepreneur, if there is a gentleman that needs a conference room for an hour, by all means, my door is open. So absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. Another feature that I love that she did not mention is there's an espresso bar.
Oh yeah. Espresso bar. I'll make you a cup.
I was like, I can't miss any sort of coffee. This is my right. I straight go there and I'm like, I need that because I am dragging.
Yeah.
This morning I thought it was gonna rain and it didn't. And I was like, what's happening? And so like I just can't. I always remember that you have that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
I'll make you a cup before you.
Thank you. Another cool thing is in the cafe, I guess you call it, is a little snack machine. So if you need a little pick-me-up snack, there's that.
Yeah.
It's also, what's this main drag?
This is Blue Ridge. Right now they have like the construction, which is near the vet school. So we're right near the vet school. But this street that the space is on is Hutton Street.
Okay. What's the Kmart Street? What's that road?
Western.
And that's where a lot of restaurants are, like quick bites too.
Yeah.
So if you come here, you can literally just like grab food on your way in.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And that street over there is Hillsborough, which is where Meredith is.
Yes.
And then NC State. I think the Bell Tower is like not even 5 minutes away from here.
Jim Taco's over here. I'm a big fan of Jim Taco, right? I'm just like, how have I never been here? And I went there the other day for a meeting and I'm like, oh my God, the Jim Taco.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like shrimp and all. Oh my God.
I need to try it.
Also, I love, like Mexican food besides sushi, is my favorite.
Yeah.
But it puts me right to sleep and I am done for the day. Like
after Mexican food?
Yes. I like go into a coma and I'm like, I can't do anything now.
Yeah. It's comfort food.
It truly is. It comfortably puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's so, that's why I'm like, I can't do this for lunch. And I've been learning the hard way because after lunch, I'm like, I'm zonked.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I do love some Mexican. I love Super Rica over at Fenton.
Oh, yes. That place is so good.
It's so good.
Really good margaritas, too.
Yes. Their queso is better than, my husband says, I'll bring home the queso. And I'm like, it's better than dessert. I'm like, just bring the queso home.
Just bring a whole bowl.
Just bring a whole bowl. But, I have to say I do love sushi like you. I enjoy a solid, good hamburger.
Oh my God, cheeseburgers are my absolute go-to.
Yes.
Where's your favorite place to go get them?
Tap Station in downtown Apex.
Yes.
They have a hamburger that's called the Southerner.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things. It's so funny. Oh my God.
They have cream cheese. There's like some pepper jelly on it or whatever and some like little onion crisp or something. OMG, it's so good.
Any burger that has onion straws, I'm like, I'm such a foodie though. That's why I'm like onion straws on anything, especially a burger. I'm out. Like, game over.
Yeah.
Also, I love a good like chicken wing too, but cheeseburgers are my absolute go-to.
Yes, and I will have to say I love some seafood. So I'm like the Raleigh original that like loves 42nd Street, and so I'm like excited. Hopefully, they'll make their way back.
Yeah, I mean, I heard rumors, but I don't know how true those rumors are.
I know, but I love some good seafood. So
Yeah, I lived in Myrtle Beach for a little time, and so like you know which places to go that are like, good seafood there.
Yeah.
And so my mom and we will make our own like seafood boil.
Oh,
So we go and buy like all the fresh crab legs and everything from this one spot in Cherry Grove, and it's so good. And then my dad's like,
no thanks.
And he absolutely
he's like steak and potatoes probably.
Yes,
yeah,
100%. But I am totally my dad's daughter, where he could eat burgers for the rest of his life and be totally fine.
Yeah,
I'm the same. I'm just like him. Anytime I'm there, he's like, "What do you want for dinner?" I'm like, "Burgers." My mom's like, "We just had burgers."
Oh,
like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Oh. But oh my god, yeah, good old burger. It's like always a good time.
Yeah.
And then who did you make those pancake things from the event last week?
No, that was actually from a company, the Twisted Pancakes.
Oh,
and it's like a mobile food truck or food cart, if you will. So so I had her at my grand opening, ribbon cutting, and she had her mobile cart and she did it right in front. So they were like hot and fresh, and it was so much fun.
I mean, they were delicious.
They were.
I mean, they were not hot and fresh, but they were, I mean, I can eat pancakes all day.
Yes.
That's like another thing. Love the pancake. Also, Myrtle Beach has a ton of pancake houses.
Yeah.
You just go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
So then going off that, when you have events here, do you have like a preferred list that you can go off of, or like people that you know, like, and trust?
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't have a preferred vendor list. You know, it's a case by case, basis. You know, if you're working on an event and need our space, we'll just work together, create a customized proposal. We'll work together, so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So if like someone did an event here, they don't have to go through a list that you have.
No,
cool.
No. Yeah.
I'm clearly very used to wedding venues. So I'm just like, do you have a preferred list?
Do you have a preferred list? Yeah. So
cool.
I just want to work with great people, honest, trustworthy people. So
what have been some of your favorite events to do here?
We've done panel discussions. We've done workshops, hands-on experiences, wallpaper masterclasses. I'm just getting ready to launch the fall lineup. So we'll have a fun yoga class. We'll have a fun color analysis with a color expert. So about your wardrobe. And, those are important for the entrepreneur, right? So it's an extension, for example, the yoga event is like an extension about the soul care. You taking care of the entrepreneur, not just from like business aspect, but on a personal level as well. The color analysis is all about looking your best, right? There's some workshops I'm going to lead from a consulting side of my business as well. So that'll be specific to the industry. But I look for all kinds of fun events. I think whether I partner with somebody to do an event here at the space, or I am putting on an event myself, Raleigh WorkUp, I want it to be intentional. I always, with an event, I want someone to walk away feeling comfortable, that they felt valued, that they walked away with something that was what they were looking for. So whether it was a networking event or it was something that they learned specific to the industry, that's really important to me, because I've been to too many events where trying to find places to park, don't know anybody, can't hear anybody, it's too loud, the food's run out, all those things. And so, I truly want the events here at Raleigh WorkUp to be authentically purposeful and just fun.
I love that.
So
I'm all about all of those things.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I also the whole reason I started the podcast was because I used to own a gym. And after I sold the gym, the number one question I was getting for a solid 2 years straight was like, what's advice you'd give to me if I want to do my own thing? Like, what would you tell me if I want to do my own thing? And I was like, the thing I would say is not what anyone else has said yet. So I'm just like, interesting. So I've had about almost 30 people on. No one's had the same advice.
Yeah.
Like maybe one, but like maybe.
Yeah.
That's like impressive to me, because I'm like, dang, that's a lot of different advice, which is the whole point that I wanted to get across was, like, if you listen to this, like, you can get all the ideas of like, okay, I didn't think about that, or because everyone's on a different
path.
Exactly.
Right.
And so I always wanted to like encourage people, like, entrepreneurship. I mean, yes, it's extremely hard, but it's also so rewarding and so fun. And like the people you meet and work with, like your whole family is entrepreneurs.
Right.
Like at one point, my dad had his own business. My mom's had her own business. Like she still has her, like, again, same thing. So it's like when you're around it all the time, you're like, this is so much fun. Like, why does not everyone want to do this? And so giving back to the entrepreneurs, like the mind, body, and spirit and all that kind of stuff. Because like we do, like I forget all the time, like color analysis, that would be so cool. I told you I'm terrible with fashion. I don't know what color looks great on me. I'm just like, okay, it looks great.
Right. But like even just learning about, you know, as I'm putting that event together, like there's great colors that look good on me, and maybe there's some colors that are not my strong suit, right?
Yeah, right.
So like
maybe not, but
right.
donate.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and then the yoga event and all that stuff, because I've wanted to go around the same path, like partnering with people just to do that, because I think it's so important.
It is.
But because you don't want people to be scared to do it, because it is very lonely sometimes.
It can be.
Yeah, and that's why I started my networking events, because I'm like, I am so alone.
Yeah.
So, like, when you create those spaces to bring people in, it's just more fun.
It is.
So, it's like some of those people, like, they don't want to be the ones that do it. They just want to go to it.
Sure.
And just because sometimes it'd be nice to just show up.
Right.
Because I'm always a planner. So, when I just can just show up somewhere, I'm like, oh, this is, like, so nice. Like, I didn't have to do any of this. Like,
just made the choice to get in the car.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my cousin, she's our family planner. And my mom is. And I'm like, great. So glad you guys did that, because I plan all day long for work. I don't want to go plan anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's so good to have like those kind of spaces.
Well, it is. And, you know, I think too, some of the biggest challenges in entrepreneurship we've briefly touched on, but I think one is this, yes, every day is different as running your own business, right? Mm-hmm. We wear so many different hats in entrepreneurship, but you also have to be aware too about all the emotions, right? Yeah. You know, so like, you know, some days are exciting. Some days are like wins after wins. Some days are like you're continuing to have the grit and the perseverance to keep going. Some days it's about trying to have this idea of like, okay, I want to close this deal. Don't want to sound salesy, but want to pitch myself, you know, all these things. Oh, wait, next day I have to wear the accounting hat, or next day I have to wear the social media hat. And so it's juggling all these things. And I'll let you in on a secret. No one does them perfectly. No. All the hats, right? Yeah. You know, but for me, I think the biggest challenge is giving yourself the permission and the grace that you meet yourself where you are, right? If one day you are on a roll and you are planning social media, great. If the next day you're on a roll, you balance your books and, you know, so be it. Everything has its time and place, right? And just be patient with yourself. I think a lot of times folks want it to hurry up and happen, right? Or like, oh my gosh, I got one sale. Okay, wait, I'm going to get 2 more sales, right? And like, I love that passion and that gumption, right? Of going after it. And by all means, definitely, you know, I don't want to discourage an entrepreneur. I want them to just understand that there are going to be good days and there are bad days, and like to give yourself grace through that beauty and give yourself permission. If like one day you do check off 20 to-dos on your list, great. If the next day you do 2, that's perfectly fine too. Just because the value of who you are and the gifts and the talents that you have is not directly correlated to your to-do list and what you accomplish for that day. So I think that's sort of my biggest challenge and my thing that I always remind myself and my clients that I work with on my consulting side of the business, but is to truly just give yourself grace.
Yeah, and like, so I took a break from Honey Gin for about 8 months. So coming back to, I'm like reviving it. I'm like trying to remind myself like what I struggled with before, and like the whole grace thing. It's like, I mean, the week of the layoff was awful. Mainly because I didn't know what to do. I was just like, am I good enough? Am I this? Am I that? Yes, I am, but I'm not. And it was like all over the place. And I was like, I'm really good at bouncing back. I can bounce back quick, but I could not that week. And I was just like, I don't know what I need right now. So then the week after that was like the whole like, okay, we're starting this, but with grace. And it was just like going in with that mindset was like so much better this time around.
Yes.
Than when I first started, because I was just like went guns blazing.
Right.
And then did all the hats.
Right. Well, but the other thing too that I think, you know, I want to be sure to even highlight for you is that you acknowledge that something was going on, right? Like you at least acknowledge that. And sometimes I think in such our fast-paced society and fast-paced culture, of like on to the next thing or onto this thing, or like, hey, I got laid off from this and now I got to go do this, or hey, I want to start this and now I've got to pick up this, and all these things. Like the fact that you acknowledged, hey, this happened, here's what I'm feeling, or like here's how I'm processing that. I think that's so important, because if we don't do that, it's almost like one of those, like, I almost think it's like the 7-layer dip, or the 7-layer bar, right? Dessert bar. It's like you keep adding on these layers inside of yourself. And if you don't take care of those layers, how are you going to be the best entrepreneur in 2 months' time if you don't address, whether it's emotions, whether it's, okay, hey, here's a gap that wasn't working in my process, or like, hey, I didn't get that sale. Okay, let's revisit, some of these questions, and always trying to be better. But I think just also sitting with that acknowledgement is huge. To me, that's half of it, right?
It definitely is hard, but it's good.
Sure.
It's good to do it, because when I took the break and I went and worked at Walk West, right? They had it's a whole agency, right?
Sure.
So you had the accounting department, you had the graphics department, you had the video department, you had the client success department. I was like, you guys have departments for all that? Like, what? And so, like, when they came down to, like, me and this guy starting, we're like, all right, what do we do? And they're like, all right, just get to know your clients. I'm like, I did that already. Like, what else is there now? It was just so wild to me. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not doing their account. Like, I'm not, like, making sure it was just, like, really weird for me. I'm like, okay, like, well, we need graphics for them. It's like, no, you go to the graphics department. I'm like, I could do it too. So it just made me realize, like, my ADHD, like, comes in handy a lot of the times, that I'm so used to doing so many different things, and I get bored very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's why I like doing all the things.
Yeah.
And I enjoy doing them, and I like collaborating. I like working with my people, and my clients are like, I get close to my clients because they're so cool.
Well, and I think that's important, no matter what part of your process or how you work with your client. I think, whether it's a salon, whether it's a social media person, whether it's, you're selling a widget, whatever it may be, the point is that you're truly getting to know your client on a personal level. And in a way, you're either solving problems for them, you're making their life easier, you're doing all these things. And so, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So. And going for the people that we help.
Oh,
for Raleigh WorkUp. What I did see, there are like some businesses in each of those rooms. Like, what are some of those like businesses? Are they all like interior designers or like contractors or?
Yeah, so those are private offices here. We have 10. 6 are occupied. So we still have 4 available for folks who might need a space, but that is essentially their brick and mortar. So there are interior designers, there's a developer, there's a commercial builder. So folks, I mean, if you're, have your own business and you want to get out of the house a couple days a week, you want, to be able to compartmentalize your house in your office and walk away for the evening, or, you're on the job site a couple days a week, but want a place to be in community with like-minded professionals. That's where those spaces are wonderful for.
And that's awesome. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys also have mailing? Like, if people want to make this like their address for their business, could they?
Mm-hmm. They definitely can.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I know, like, for me, like, because I work from home, I don't want my home address to be
right.
I don't want you showing up at my house. Like, not you, but I do not want you showing up at my house. Because like an apartment, like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Because there are, like, on emails now, you have to have your address in the bottom. It's part of like a new, I don't know how new it is. It's a law that you have to have something on there that shows like your address. And like, that's literally where I live though. Like, I don't want that. Like, and that email goes out to 400 people.
Right.
And so I was able to change it. But it was just kind of like, that was like icky to me. So I like having a co-working space, because then you can literally make that your address.
Yes.
Which is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
And then tell me, where did the name come from?
So, great question. There are a couple reasons why. One of which is because I'm born and raised in Raleigh, I wanted to have the location, Raleigh, in there. WorkUp comes from, yes, you have a workup like a doctor workup, your checkup, so to speak. But in the industry of interior design, a workup is actually like what you've pulled together design-wise. So
that makes sense.
Right. So a workup, you've pulled together the window treatments, the design scheme, the fabric on the sofa, and you've pulled everything together, all the finishes and everything. And so, just when I was playing around, as one does, when you're trying to create the name of your business, Raleigh WorkUp, came very fluid and authentic as I was doing this. And then the other reason I did it is also because I want to eventually have other locations in the state of North Carolina.
Oh,
And so you can interchange Wilmington WorkUp, you know, Charlotte WorkUp. So there was another incentive for that as well. So
I'm obsessed. I love that.
Yeah.
I love when there's like a cool meaning behind a name because it makes me just like, oh my God, I want to work with them even more.
Right.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, and you know, in our industry, there are niche co-working spaces popping up across the country. And so, you know, there are co-working spaces that are doing exactly what I'm doing in different parts of the country. And it is super cool to see this happening. And I've actually got them, you know, we're all doing an informal Zoom call and we've connected with each other and really supported each other. And so that's been really cool to have that network as well. And so anyways, but yeah, Raleigh WorkUp came because born and raised and the whole meaning behind WorkUp in our industry.
That's cool. Yeah. I like that you're taking, this is something I've been harping on with people lately. It's taking, it's not competition, it's collaboration.
100%.
And if you can differentiate how you see the two and like, yeah, because like there's people that come to events and I do, and
sure.
Long story short, it's just like if someone else is doing a similar idea, it's like, okay, and like we can all have networking events. Like it's really okay. It's not that deep.
Right.
It's a networking event.
Right.
Like that doesn't bother me. Like, cool, like they're just gonna attract different people. Like, and that's okay by me. Like,
right. Well, I think we're all stronger together.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
And so, you know, being able to connect with these other visionaries and their co-working spaces in the industry has been immensely valuable of just realizing, you know, one, we're on to something, right?
Yeah.
Two,
right,
you know, let's support each other. And three, like, let's go like kick some ass together, you know? And so, you know, just supporting one another, or like, hey, what are you seeing in your co-working space? You know, so that's been wonderful. And of course, you know, co-working as a whole, there's wonderful organizations to be a part of to help with that. But I think, you know, even going back to something you touched on about community and supporting one another in general, I think there also has to be a sense of vulnerability, right? That there has to be a couple of things of one, knowing thyself, right? Like you have a talent that only the good Lord gave you, right? You know, and like I have talents that no one else is going to have, right? And so being able to highlight those, to recognize your true gift and calling, to me is one part of that. And then the other thing is like, look, there could be, just like we need all kinds of doctors. We need all kinds of, you know, folks leading co-working spaces. We need folks being all kinds of interior designers. And, you know, it's personality, it's talent, it's being able to do a specific type of design. Like there is no one in the world like you, and there no one ever will be, right? I always, you know, tell this of this idea that there's a reason that either your business idea or your calling has led you to this point, and don't underestimate that like fire that you have, because when you surround yourself with that fire and other people see it, it just makes for, I call it sparkle moments, where that happens. And I just love seeing that in the community.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to other people that are doing it, similar things, like they're going to do it very differently.
Oh, 100%.
And then their approach is going to be different, the way they talk about it. Like everything's going to be different. And that's okay. And that's like what makes it fun. That's why I like collaborating with people. Like
1,000%.
I met someone, she does video. At first, the way I was introduced to her was that she does what I do. And I'm like, all right, cool, what's her name? Very similar to my name. I'm like, okay, let me just talk to her. And I got to talk to her. She literally does not do the same thing as me. We do very different things in the same realm. But she's like a videographer and does series. And I'm like, that's cool, because I like doing that, but I don't love doing that, and that's not really my strong suit. And I could just partner with you, and you could be part of my team, like. And so it's like, it's really, I love collaborations, like one of my favorite things to do. So I'm just like, yes. Like, yeah, like that's great.
Yeah. Well, and I also say too that there's beauty in the power of just having a conversation with somebody, right? You never know where it leads. You never know where they might know somebody that knows somebody that would be a perfect fit, right? And so I always have an open heart to any, whether it's event, conversation, business opportunity. That's just who I am.
Yeah,
So,
I love that.
yeah.
So then, stemming off of that,
Yeah.
what is a hard lesson that you learned along your path of Raleigh WorkUp, or really anything?
This is a hard question for me because I always look at challenges as opportunities to grow. You know, I think the challenge, like I said before, the biggest challenge for me is you're not going to have, it's very rare to have overnight success, right? And so the challenge is, again, waking up every morning with that fire in your heart and just realizing put one step in front of the other, right? Has it been a challenge for me? No, but it is a constant reminder. So maybe if I could say, what is a constant encouragement reminder that I've experienced in Raleigh WorkUp, right? Is this idea of, I feel like Nemo a little bit, like just keep swimming, right? Like just keep going, right? And, you know, I am a woman of faith and I have a strong prayer in that, but I also put myself in positions where the opportunities present itself, right? And so I think the challenge is don't overanalyze, right? Like I can sit here for an hour and try and do a video to put on social media and whatever, you know, and it's almost like that voice inside of you, like the challenge of not letting that paralyze you and to just go for it, right? So that's been a challenge as far as, again, just go for it. So,
Love that.
yeah.
All right, then going off of that.
Yeah.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
What is a piece of advice that you would give somebody wanting to start a business?
Piece of advice. I would get poster board. I would get some markers, Sharpies, whatever floats your boat, and I would start mapping it out. The idea, whatever it looks like. You could be as messy as you want to be on the poster board. You could be as clear and succinct as you want to be and organized, but start writing the idea out. What is the mission? What do you value? And continue to just shape that. Who's your target audience? What are you trying to achieve? What problem are you trying to solve? And just start writing it on paper and surround yourself with people who are going to support your mission, encourage you, challenge you, ask the tough questions as you're in that development stage of your business idea. But then I also was given a piece of advice by a dear friend, and he said, "Are you nervous?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Stay nervous." And that was the whole idea of you're nervous because it's yours. You're passionate about it. It's scary, right? Because it's new. But this idea of not always getting like too comfortable, right? This idea of like you are charging ahead. You are putting one foot in front of the other. You are passionate about what you're doing and just continue to be nervous because that is the curiosity within you like blossoming, and like that is where to me this entrepreneurship journey really takes flight. So I would give that piece of advice to somebody of like staying nervous as well.
I love that because when you get too comfortable, it's just like I don't think you should ever be too comfortable because it's just like that is when things go so upside down. Like that is not good.
Right.
But no, staying nervous. I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll chalk that up on my quote list.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah. But you know, the nervous not nervous in the anxiety sense and like worriness, but like think of nervousness as like the good excitement nervous, right?
Yeah.
And so that's where I took that piece of advice.
Love that.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's looking for you on the interwebs, the Facebook, the places,
all the things, right?
All the things, physical and digital, where do they find you?
It is online, www.raleighworkup.com. And then I am on LinkedIn as well as Instagram at Raleigh WorkUp. And I am not too far away, so if you want to give me a call or swing by the space, we're over off of Hutton Street. So it's in between Hillsborough and Western Boulevard.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then if you're also looking for her address, if you go on her Instagram bio and there's a little location button, just click that and you're right there.
Awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah, because I was like looking for it and I was like, how do I get there? And I was like, perfect, right there.
Right there. Google Maps will get you here too. So.
Oh yeah, that too. I was just already on Instagram and because I was at the coffee shop, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go here. And I saw, I'm like, ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank
for taking
you.
the time
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you.
I had so much fun.
Me too.
Yes. And then if you're still at the end watching, go follow, like, subscribe, all the things everywhere at All Up in Your Business Pod is the handle for everything. And then if you know someone that should be on the show, a local business owner in the Raleigh area, Durham surrounding, email me at allupinyourbusinesspod@gmail.com. So other than that, thanks for watching. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And
I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. And we'll catch you next time.